Stay fresh music.
Yo, so what's going on guys, it's your boy LaazrGaming. Welcome back to another GTA 5 video. So as I'm sure you guys are aware, last night Rockstar Games released more images of the new gun running DLC, and boy oh boy, this thing does not look cheap whatsoever. And by the way, if you guys haven't seen these images yet, click down low in the description. I've done a full breakdown video on these images, breaking them down and looking into all the secret and hidden details. However, there is one thing that I definitely took from these images, and I think this is going to be definitely one of the most expensive DLCs to ever be released in GTA 5 Online. So if you guys are like me, then I know that you're going to be in need of some serious cash. So I thought instead of only showing you guys one money making method, I'll put together a video breaking down 3 of the best unlimited money making methods that all of you guys can grind out as of right now for the next week or so. So as always, if you guys do want to enjoy the video and you do want to see me post more epic money and RP guides in the future, all I ask is you return the favor by dropping a like down below. Feel free to subscribe as I do post daily GTA 5 videos. Without further ado, let's get into the money methods. Okay, so the first money making method I'm going to be covering in this video is by far one of the best money making methods in recent times. It will easily earn you guys well over 50k every 10 to 15 minutes and is extremely easy to do, and that is by making the most of the double money and RP that Rockstar Games are offering on the special vehicle missions. There is quite a few different factors to work out your final pay when doing these missions, so I'll quickly go ahead and break down all the different factors so you guys can work out what actually suits you guys best and how to earn the max amount of money. If you guys aren't aware, to launch these special vehicle works, you will need to register as a CEO and own an office. So if you guys don't own an office, what you guys can simply do is leave a comment down below and say need CEO and leave whatever platform you play on, so Xbox One, PS4. You might be better off leaving your gamer tag or your PSN as well, so people can add you straight away. I have tons of active members in this community, always up for grinding money and helping each other out. And likewise, if you guys are CEOs, leave a comment down below and say need associates, and you guys should be able to put together a nice little group of you guys to grind this method out with. Or if you guys do prefer, you can come and join one of my GTA 5 crews. I will leave a link to my crews down low in the description. Only join the crew on the platform you guys play on, because each crew is individual to each platform. So I have 3 different crews for PS4, Xbox One and PC, and I have just made a bunch of free space in the crew right now today, so you guys will be able to join if you've been trying to join for the last few days, because the crew does fill up very quickly. And if the crew is full by the time you're watching this video, check back around 2 to 3 hours after I posted this video, and then I'm going to be kicking some more inactive members. Okay, so the first thing you guys want to do is get the CEO to be in his office and to go onto his laptop to launch one of these special vehicle missions. Now the first thing you guys are wondering is which mission is the best paying mission. I've seen a ton of different guys put out false information saying this mission pays the most, this one does. That's all horseshit. All of these missions pay exactly the same. So taking that into account, it only makes sense that you guys are going to want to do the easiest mission to grind the easiest and most amount of money in the shortest amount of time. So always go ahead and launch the very first mission called Escape Escort. It's actually the ramp buggy mission. It's actually a pretty fun and easy, straightforward mission. I will be showing you guys gameplay in just a second. However, as I explained, all these missions do pay the same. However, there is some different factors that you guys do want to take into account. So the very first thing you guys want to do is right at the top to change the difficulty to hard, so you guys get that 1.5 extra RP and cash. This mission is exactly the same whether you do it on hard, medium or easy, so you might as well be earning the bonus cash and RP every time you do it. Now the very first factor you guys want to take into account is the amount of players you guys are going to finish this mission with. So to make things very clear, so you guys don't need any questions that need answering, as you guys can see on screen, I'm completing this mission with only one other friend, and we receive a very nice $39,000 for just doing it for one other friend. However, as you guys can see here, by me just completing it with another person in our mission, that jumps all the way up to just under 44k, and if I was to do it for full lobby, that would jump all the way up to 52k. So it is very important that you guys do wait those extra few seconds or minutes to invite people in. That's why I said make the most of the comment section down below, put together a nice little group of you guys to be grinding this method out, because you can be missing out on a very nice chunk of money for literally no reason. Now secondly, I know there's going to be a bunch of you guys like, wait, Laazr, I remember doing this mission with one other friend and we never received 39k. That is basically because the second factor you guys want to take into account is the time spent in the mission. Just like the contact missions when I broke them down about 2 years ago, these work exactly the same. So you are going to be receiving more money the longer you stay in the mission. However, this is capped at 16 minutes. So in order for you guys to earn the maximum payout, you want to spend a minimum of 16 minutes in the mission. So the best thing to do is just go AFK right at the start of the mission, just like you guys can see on screen. The actual mission itself can be done well under 8 minutes. For experienced GTA 5 players, easily under 5 minutes. So what you can easily just do is leave your helicopter floating like I am on screen for about 10 to 12 minutes, eat your dinner, watch some of my YouTube videos, watch a movie, crack a shit, do whatever you guys like to do in the background, come back, simply complete the mission, and you'll be doubling your money for sitting AFK. There isn't a better feeling on GTA 5 for earning such nice money, especially when it's so goddamn easy. So like I said, once the mission's completed, all you guys have to go ahead and do is one of you get in the ramp buggy, another person get in the truck, and you just got to clear the way for your friend in the truck. By far the biggest tip I'm going to give you guys, and it practically will make this mission unfailable. I don't even know if that's a word, but basically you won't be able to fail this mission. Just stock up on snacks or body armors, and when you guys are sitting in your car, don't even use any guns. Just pull up your interaction menu, hover over snacks or body armor, and just be refilling it every time you get shot once, because your friend isn't going to need too much backup. He's going to have some random NPC heist members shooting the police for him. So all you guys are going to have to do is just do as I'm doing on screen. Just ram straight into all of the police trucks, knocking them out of the way, which like I mentioned at the start is actually pretty fun. So the fact that you guys are earning such good money for doing this, it's definitely got to make it one of the best money making methods to be grinding out as of right now. So hopefully you guys do appreciate me quickly fully breaking down the best way to maximize the most amount of money during double money and RP with these new special vehicle missions. As you guys could tell, not only do the missions go extremely quickly, but they're extremely easy. The only problem, and it's not really even a problem, it's just finding 3 other players to grind this out with. So like I did mention, I do have 3 active crews on GTA 5 online, and you guys are more than welcome to come and join any of the crews. I would say each of the crews are individual to each platform, so only join the crew on the platform you guys play on, because I can check what platform you guys do actually have linked to your social club. So I will be kicking PS4 players that join the Xbox One crew, or likewise if I get PlayStation players joining the Xbox One crew, I will be kicking you guys because you're just taking up someone else's space randomly. So like I said, I have 3 current GTA 5 crews that you guys can come and join. LaazrGaming X1 for the Xbox One players, LaazrGaming PS4 for the PlayStation members, and LaazrGaming PC for all the PC members. Only join the crew on the platform you guys do play on, because like I said, I'm going to be kicking a bunch of inactive players who are just filling up the crew for no reason, which leads me on to my next point. Whilst I'm making this video, the crew is currently full, and as soon as I upload this video, the crew might be full. So what I'm going to say to you guys is check back exactly about 20 minutes after I've uploaded this video, and there should be space in all 3 of my crews, and that way I can guarantee we'll have a ton of active members in the crew when you guys run line grinding at this method for the next week or so. Because like I said, when you can earn well over 50k plus a bunch of RP every single time you do this mission, none of you guys really have any reason to complain. Or if you guys prefer, like I said, if you don't want to join my crew, maybe you guys play in your own group of friends and you've got your own crew, all you have to do is just leave a comment down below with your gamer tag or your PSN, what console you play on, and I'm pretty sure you guys will be able to put together a group of you guys very quickly. I've got tons of active players in my community, always up for helping each other out and grinding out money. However, moving straight into the second money making method in this video, I'm moving away from a method that you can grind out non-stop for a long period of time. I thought I'd cover a very quick method, and that's how to beat this week's brand new time trial, which is literally only 2 minutes long. So you guys will be literally losing out on nothing by going ahead and giving it a go, because you will be getting rewarded with a very nice $50,000 for beating the part-time. So I thought I'd go ahead and show you guys how you could easily beat the part-time by taking a few little shortcuts and turns that you might have not noticed. So this week's time trial is called Observatory, and obviously it does take place at the observatory. It does have a part time of only 2 minutes 4 seconds, so you guys really have nothing to lose out by going ahead and trying out this week's new time trial. I don't believe you'll do it in your first 3 attempts. It might take a few runs to get used to it, but as you guys will see in this video, unlike previous time trials where they could look pretty easy, but when it comes down to doing it, they are pretty fucking hard. This one looks very straightforward because it is pretty much very straightforward. So as always, make your way over to the time trial. You want to go ahead and start the time trial so you can now see the finish line. Now once you guys can see the finish line, you just simply want to set a waypoint. So when you respawn back in, you now have a waypoint to the finish line. Even though a waypoint is very unnecessary for this time trial because the route is so goddamn easy to memorize, but nonetheless set a waypoint anyway just so you don't go too off track. So as always, I would suggest you guys go ahead and use your fastest motorbike that you have. I will talk about the best motorbikes to use for this time trial once I've actually done it. However, I don't want to talk about that right now because I just want to get straight into the time trial. Don't want to waste any more of you guys' time. Have your bike parked up as I do on screen. Just have your front wheel outside the circle. Pop a wheelie as soon as you start this time trial. Now as soon as you start the time trial, stick to the right side of this dirt path. Try and pop a wheelie if you can, another one while going up this little mini hill. However, you can just lean forward by holding down X on the PlayStation or A on the Xbox. Now jump straight up this hill and go slightly to the right, and you guys will notice it's like an in-dip dirt path in between the 2 trees. If you simply follow this, it will lead up to a stunt jump, which is going to lead us straight onto the opposite dirt path over this road, as you guys can see. Now as soon as you guys land a stunt jump, move to the left by about 1 inch or else you will bounce off this rock, as you can see. Now from here, all you guys want to do is lean forward and follow this entire dirt path. You can do a few wheelies in between if you're feeling confident like I just done. However, you don't really need to do a wheelie for this part. Just keep following this dirt path. Now as soon as you guys see this little dirt path going to the right and cut across the grass, and you guys should notice a big pole in the distance, you want to be on the left side of that pole so you can jump straight back onto the road. As you guys can see, pull a few wheelies to increase your speed. Now if you guys look at my mini map in the bottom left, you'll see that there's 2 little lines sticking out on this road. You want to take a left just before those 2 lines, as you can see me doing on screen. You should then be coming towards Trevor's runway. Now once you guys arrive at Trevor's runway, it's very straightforward from here. Just cut straight across it, as you can see me doing on screen. Now as you guys can see, I'm so glad this happened to me. I was experiencing major lag throughout the entire day, to the point where, as you guys can see, my entire lobby got lagged out, and I was still able to complete this time trial straight away very easily. So you guys really have no excuses this week. Now once you guys get onto this part, you're basically just following the waypoint from here. This is just a straight road to the finish line, and obviously because you guys are in Blaine County, you ain't getting that much traffic at all. As you guys can see, that the most cars you'll see on any one side of the road anytime is 1. You'll never get like 2 cars directly crossing each other. So if you guys can't do a wheelie, just lean forward in between the cars, as you can see me doing on screen. Nonetheless, if you guys do watch my time trials every week, then you'll know at this point of the time trial, I'm usually doing much more wheelies than I actually am. And I'm going to be honest with you here, because we've got such a head start at the start of the race by following that dirt track, you don't even have to do a wheelie for this part. So I know a lot of you guys maybe struggle to hold wheelies for more than 5-6 seconds. Just keep popping little small wheelies in between, and this time trial is still very easily doable. So there we go guys, as you guys can see, 52k in just 2 minutes from completing this week's brand new time trial. However, moving into the third and final moneymaker method in this video, and I'm not gonna lie, this is my personal favorite, the one that I have been grinding out for the last week or so with a bunch of my crew members. All my crew members can vouch for me. They have been helping me out a ton with this method, and that is by basically making the most out of all biker business sales and special cargo deliveries, because Rockstar Games are currently offering 25% more cash on all of these final sales. A massive increase. To put things into perspective, if you guys own the large warehouse, which usually sell for around 2.2 million in an empty lobby once you filled it out, you guys will be earning 25% more on that sale, which equals a massive 550k every sale, so easily over $500,000. Now one thing I will say is there is a bunch of tips and tricks that you guys should definitely use when trying to fill up your warehouses as quick as possible. Now I've already put together an ultimate money making guide to do with being a CEO, and I cover every single thing in that video: how you guys can fill up the warehouse in the quickest amount of time, how to find empty sessions, how to make it so you guys source more high-end special item cargoes like the Oriental egg that you can see on screen right now, which, if you guys aren't aware, can bag you guys a shit ton of money, and I mean a shit ton of money. So definitely go ahead and watch that video down low in the description if you guys are going to be grinding out warehouses for the next week or so. video. Plus, it is worth mentioning in that video I show you guys how you can remove the cooldown period. If you guys aren't aware, every time you fill up your warehouse, there's this annoying cooldown period, so you gotta wait like 5 minutes. I'll show you how to remove that also. I literally went into full detail on that video, covering every single thing that you guys need to know to make the most amount of money in the shortest period of time. So like I said, definitely click download in the description, watch that video. I guarantee all of you guys will jump on straight away and be making millions. And now, like I mentioned in the intro, some of you guys might not have a CEO warehouse, but instead you registered as a biker and you bought yourself a clubhouse. This is equally as good to grind out, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe some of you guys are like me and you're a biker and a CEO, so you have the option to choose from, so you guys can watch both of these videos and then decide what suits you best. So I have also put together an ultimate money making guide when being a biker. Definitely go ahead and watch that video. I say that video is more important than the CEO one because I do cover a lot of things that a lot of people have no idea about. For example, how you guys can fully fill up one of your biker businesses in less than 20 minutes, how to prevent your business getting robbed by rival gangs or getting raided by the police, which is a vital and very annoying thing, I'm not gonna lie. But I also cover things in that video like how you guys can never lose your product. As I'm sure you guys might be aware, with the special cargo and the biker businesses, once you fill them up, you make that big sale right at the end. However, there is always a chance that you guys can destroy your product, or some online players can come over to you and just fuck you up last second and you lose all your money. I do show you in that video how you guys can recoup everything, so you literally don't lose out on anything. So it's definitely worth a watch, as well as I do cover a lot of things to do with the associates, because it's not always about the actual biker or the CEO himself, because I do also know a lot of you guys can't actually afford to play that role. So you're thinking, is it any good to make money as an associate for one of these guys? And it really is. You guys will also be able to make a shit ton of money as long as you play it in the right way, because in that video I do cover how to increase your wages to the maximum, as well as earn the biggest percentage from the final sale. A lot of people have no idea how Rockstar Games work out the final percentage that the associates earn off the big sale at the end. But like I said, I cover every single detail in that video, so definitely go ahead and watch it if you guys haven't seen it already, or maybe you might have seen it already but you just need to refresh your memory, because we do forget a lot of stuff that make a massive difference in GTA 5 online. And like I said, especially if you guys are not only saving time but you're making more money, you really have nothing to lose by going ahead, watching those videos and putting together a nice little group of you guys to grind out these methods with. So one thing I will say is, if you guys are a biker or a CEO, leave a comment on this video and say need associates. And likewise, if you guys are a biker, leave a comment down below, say need biker group. And also don't forget to leave what platform you guys play on, and you might be better off leaving whether or not you've got a mic, because I do know a lot of people only prefer to play with other players that have got mics. But like I said, that is by far one of the most important things to do, is put together a nice little group of you guys to grind this method out with. And then as long as all of you watch one of the videos down low in the description, depending on what method you want to grind, everyone should know what they have to do straight away, and you'll all be able to make millions very quickly. So hopefully you guys do appreciate me quickly updating you and just leaving a link to both of those videos down low in the description to save you guys a bunch of time, as there's no point in me repeating myself. So like I said, I will leave a link to both of those videos down low in the description, one called Biker Guide and the other one called CEO Guide. Take your pick, or like I said, choose to watch both, it's up to you. Nonetheless, that's going to do it from me, guys. As always, if you guys do support this channel and you do want to see me post more epic money and RP guides in the future, all I ask is you drop a like down below. Feel free to subscribe, as I do post daily GTA 5 videos. Thanks a lot for watching, guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace.